We are in Houston for 48 hours. We're trying to save a failing Airbnb business. My name's Rakidzich. This is Airbnb Automated, and let's see what we can do. All right, welcome back Airbnb family. So this is going to be a video series. There's going to be multiple videos on this. So first off, please like this video, helps with the algorithm. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. You're going to want to see these videos. This is great. So what's going on? I am in Houston. I had a meeting with an Airbnb host about a week ago. He asked me if I could take over or save his Airbnb properties. He has 8 here and he's got about 70 or so in the Philippines, and he wants to keep up his business in the Philippines because he's been failing at remote managing here in the States. That's the skinny. We're going to talk about him later on in this video series. We're going to talk about these units where it's late at night right now, but we're going to go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and just hit the ground running. You're going to be seeing the units that we're looking at, what we're doing to fix them, to make them marketable. We're going to take the photos. We're going to make this stuff ready. And so as you can tell, we've already done a lot of shopping. As soon as we made our agreement last week, we did an inventory of what we thought we needed, and we're going to go over that inventory with you in this video series. We ordered a lot on Amazon, so it'd show up, and it actually showed up today as soon as we arrived from Dallas, which was awesome. And then we went to Walmart and IKEA to pick up some last stuff because we need to get one of these units marketable, so that way we can make 8 listings off of one unit. They're all pretty much going to be identical, and so some stuff is going to be a little bit too slow, so we jumped into IKEA and Walmart and bought some stuff. So for now, that's the stance. That's what you can expect. We're going to turn 8 non-profitable Airbnb units into 8 insanely profitable Airbnb units if we have anything to say about it. So good night all, and I will see you in the morning. As soon as I shot that video, the first night we got here, which was 2 nights ago, the electricity shut off. So we've been trying to do this all in the dark, and we couldn't get this unit ready and take photos because how do you take photos with no light, right? So it is now 1 or 2 p.m. the day that we're supposed to be leaving to go back to Dallas, and everything's a mess. Everything's a mess. So we're trying to get creative. Stay tuned. So what we initially intended to do as soon as we got here 2 nights ago was to unbox everything. The first thing that I do whenever I set up an apartment is I remove all of the trash. The problem is trash kind of ruins your focus. So as you're trying to go through the place and ask yourself, what does this place need still? You're looking at all these boxes and it'll just cluster your mind up. So the idea was to unbox absolutely everything, which is why we made a playlist called Unboxing Everything that we don't use anymore. But yeah, get all the boxes out, and we were going to try to get this one set up and take photos of it, so that way we could actually advertise all the listings. And that way we could start marketing them even before they were all ready. We just found a couple interesting things out though. So the guy that we took these apartments over, he let the electricity slip, so that's why the electricity went out. And he's got 5 of the 8 apartments we're taking over, he's got them occupied. So we haven't been able to see all the apartments, but we just finally got possession of one of them today. And what he did is he's got a king bed in the living room and a king bed in the bedroom. But what's cool is this apartment complex, he's got the whole front 4 units of this one, and that side he's got the bottom 2. It's the same building. What I think we're gonna do is we're gonna take the room that has 2 king beds and we're gonna turn it into a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and then we're gonna attach it to another apartment and advertise 2 apartments as a 3-bed, 2-bath. How cool is that? We might even get ambitious and try to advertise this whole front 4 as a 4-bed, 4-bath. And see if I can get people to book it, because who has a 4-bed, 4-bath in Houston in the Galleria, right? That's right. So stay tuned on that. But hopefully in the next 2 hours we can set everything up in here, get photos taken, because I seriously have to drive back to Dallas today. So we're on a timeline. Yep, stop those. Got him! Got him! Oh! Oops. Kid tested. Oh no.
Then another one.
Cool. All right, so we're moving this to one unit, another unit, another unit. We're basically setting up so that way this whole mess can get distributed properly to the 8 units that are in this place. That is our life right now. Dale.
Vamos.
Listo? All right, welcome back, Airbnb family. Today's star date 73308.1. We're here on Earth, Houston, Texas, in the Galleria area. We are 4 days into what should have taken 48 hours, but the electricity went out twice at the property. Oh, by the way, you've not met Catherine. We've talked about Catherine multiple times, haven't we? This is Catherine. Everybody wave hi to Catherine. And this is Dwayne. Dwayne's new to our team. He's kind of like my general right-hand guy. Catherine is, of course, over Airbnb Properties, Houston specific. Haley runs Dallas. John runs Philadelphia. Dwayne runs with me different places, and we try to get stuff done. So we're doing a lot today. We are picking up another building in Houston, 10 or 11 units. We have an option for an 11th. We've picked up these 8 in the Galleria, and a ton of packages just came in. While we're trying to sign leases for the other 10, we just signed a lease starting today in Philadelphia for 21 units, and we're still negotiating 2 other buildings, which is a total of possibly another 38 units there. It's a scramble. So today, Catherine's phone is broken. We've got to go to Apple and try to replace her phone because it smashed. Bad things happen when you are an Airbnb host and you're moving heavy things. We're going to move a ton of boxes, sign some leases, try to move some electricity accounts and internet accounts over. It's just going to be a ton of fun. And we've got to go shopping for accent chairs. One of our 8 units, or 2 of our 8 units that we've picked up that you've seen some stuff for already. Cool spaces, just missing some accent chairs. And low-key, if we can get this done, I don't want to promise anything, but we're going to try to find some chalkboard paint so we can turn some of these walls into like the, you know, like John was here, thanks Airbnb family, like and subscribe, chalkboard where you can write on them, on each apartment. So let's have some fun.
One man at a checkout counter with a towel and another towel and another towel and another towel and another towel. One man, many towels, coming to select theaters near you. Towel Man.
All right, here we go. So tonight, it's been crazy. Okay, so we're in HQ. We're in one unit that you've seen before. In the very beginning of the videos, I jumped right here. You might have remembered. So now, we're gonna leave this one because basically what we've done. I should explain this to you. We use this one as a staging unit for all of the boxes. And now what we're trying to do essentially is we are going to, you'll see. We actually right now have already done most of this. So we have some before and afters to show you. It's a little dark out here, isn't it? Let's see if I can fix that for you. All right, how's that? Yeah, so it's crazy dark. It's the middle of the night. We've been working day in and day out. The electricity went out this building twice. The electricity went out twice. So let me show you before first. So the way this property works is it's like a B-class garden style property. Like, it's not an awesome property by any means, but it's cheap. And we had a really wicked idea. And at the end of this, I'm going to show you one of these listings because this property has been underperforming. The person we took over for, they've had a really hard time keeping this place full. They've been losing money on 8 units. So we took over the 8 units. So the agreement was we'd pick up rent day 1. So we picked up these like on the 30th of October, and essentially we had to pay rent starting right away, which is not normally our regular deal, but we got all of his furniture, which isn't much actually. So I'll show you what I mean. So let's try to help you out here. So here's one of them. Let me help you out here. So this is one that we're working on. So we got TVs and we got a plant. We bought this rug, so that wasn't here before. And we bought that rug that's over there too. This couch came with the whole ordeal. It's kind of nasty. You may or may not be able to see it, but let's cut down some of this light so you can see it's kind of smudgy there. Yeah, so the place isn't that good. And so we're in the process of trying to clean the whole place. We bought, of course, these knives, which we love. We're cleaning everything here. Bought some pots and pans and stuff. And then this one has a king bed. Lucky for us, the king beds are actually quality enough, so we can actually use these king beds. But then let's go over to the next one, shall we? Let's see here, if you can see me. This whole light situation. Haha, look at that. Okay, cool. All right, so we're actually going this way, back it up. All right, we're going this way to the next one. I'm gonna trip over every cord that's on me. I need to get a mic, guys. If any of you recommend a mic, I've been using this lav mic my whole life, and I've got like a 20-foot long cord I keep tripping over, and I'm dying almost every time. Okay, keys. So this one. All right, here we go. So this is the other one. Okay, of course. So let's back up. Okay. So this is the other one. How cool is that? This is the living room. Let me do this. Give you a good understanding. So this is the whole apartment. That's right. So this is what we're working with. This is essentially how the space looked. And this is what he's selling to people, or was selling to people. And of course you understand the kitchen. This one had a blender in it. Dial this down, cool. He was using Keurigs. He bought a microwave for this one, blender for this one, but he otherwise pretty much par for the course, nada. And then, see if the light works in here. Haha, okay. And then this is the bedroom. Let me tell you something about these beds. One main reason why he's been having the hardest time in the world is that these mattresses are like, let's see if you can actually see this. These mattresses are probably like 4 inches thick. And you know what's funny? These ones are the nicest of his 2 mattresses. The other ones are spring mattresses, and they are just trouble. They're absolute trouble. So we bought, and this is the bathroom. Woo, bright. So let's dial this down. There we go. So this is the bathroom. And so he has 8 apartments that are generally, of course, more or less just like this. So we are trying our best to, we are essentially trying our best to fix these and make them look better. So, well, now that you've seen what we're dealing with, let me grab all these cables. Let's show you an after, before and after. All right, so it's not too far of a walk this time. Just pardon my darkness here. Actually, let's close this. That's probably not smart. Even though we've got like a team of people here, keeping a place open and unlocked is probably not smart. There we go. Okay, now we're moving. So one of our housekeepers, Miss Jackson, just walked in. She's cleaning that place. So she's cool. Miss Jackson is new to the team. Catherine hired her. She's one of our Houston housekeeping team. And Kat and Dwayne had to run off and help another guest because We were so busy yesterday, for a Friday night, we had so few bookings that I actually had to drop the rate on my Friday night inventory. And we got a bunch of like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. check-ins, and it screwed Kat up. And so we didn't get every apartment cleaned that we were supposed to because she didn't like recognize that they needed to get cleaned. So it was kind of fun. So I think, all right, here we are. So don't mind the boxes. It's kind of par for the course as we're getting everything ready. But here's an after. Can you see? Oh, say, there we go. So this is the after. There we go, bounce it. So that's better. So this is what the place generally looks like after we just did a little bit of upgrading, right? So far, so good, right? Now, there you go. So kitchen, living room, and we're cleaning up the bedrooms a little bit. Simply headboards, something, and actually I'll show you something cool, something we're working on. This is gonna be a cool tip for you guys. If you notice that this doesn't have a blind on it, so we're actually putting blinds up here, which you're gonna see in another room. And if they came down, they'd run into this, they run into headboards. So what we did is we actually put wood slats as spacers to keep the headboard from going completely against the wall. So now there's enough room for a privacy blind to come down behind the headboards. And so we did this successfully in another apartment already. So let's move on from this one, which we like. So here's what we did that's cool. We're gonna go back and forth here. So what we did that's cool with these ones is we actually decided to, can I just get in focus? There we go. So what we did is we took that one and the next door apartment and we're making them one listing. So that's a 1 bedroom, right? With 2 queen beds. Well, this is the living room of number 2. How about that? So this is a king bedroom with a sleeper sofa. And we're gonna have roll-out beds to create extra space. Of course, the kitchen. The kitchen is cleaner here, thankfully so. We got this one pretty much done. She's doing a couple last little things. And then there's the king bedroom here. And then the last thing we have to do, of course, is finish the bathrooms. We need to buy curtains and some decor for the bathrooms. But, so essentially, what we've got here, can you focus me in? Thanks for your patience, guys, on this focusing thing. It's important. So the tour, before, disaster and barren. After, we've actually taken these, the fact that the apartments are next door to each other, we're converting this into 2 separate apartments conjoined into one listing and advertising it as a 3-bedroom, 2-bath that sleeps 14 people because we have rollaway beds. The only other property we have that sleeps 14 people in Houston makes $9,000 or more a month in cash flow. Our total rent for these 2 apartments is like $1,900. If we can get even more close to $9,000 a month, we're gonna be super happy. So this is before and after on one. We've got 4 total side-by-side apartments at this building. I'm going to try to Jack and Jill them. As you guys may know, a hotel would call this a Jack and Jill suite. I'm gonna try to Jack and Jill all of them, and then each will have its own like 1 bed, 1 bath listing as a backup in case they don't book. So that's the progress. More to come.
Hi.